it is Lady M with Lady V. How are you, my love? How are you?
I'm doing better now that I got a little champagne. Yeah,
The champagne
I
is in
mean
there.
it's water. It's water. I tell you, everyone. From
It's always water. It's and I'm sure it is. Or how do we say? In homeland, the top shelf quality champagne. No, yes.
right, it's from France. Water from France. You know what I mean? Straight from the
I
leaf.
love this. I love this for you so much. This is how you stay so
I
skinny.
know. I want to talk about my regimen just so everybody knows. I spend all of my day in the red LED lights coffin. I go into a coffin, it's red LED lights. I'm lit up like a rotisserie chicken for most of the day, you know what I mean? And then when
Yes.
I come out to do the live stream, I just go and I walk
Oh,
out and I turn out like this. This is why my hair is this color. It's really the red LEDs, they're glowing.
this is why we love your hair color. We love your rotisserie. We just see you go round, round, round. How did they say like the record, baby? Round, 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 round on the rotisserie.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
I love it. I love when you drink your water because I know you just get so loosey goosey with me. And I'm just sitting here, I'm drinking my special brew today before we start talking about this crazy bitch Kamala, the most powerful lady in all of the world, and she was sitting there with this well, I say creature, this creature of Drew Barrymore, because she's become somewhat of a caricature of herself. Yes.
I know. And I want to say, just because Kamala loves Gucci too, I wanted Kamala helped me. I broke my Gucci cup. Okay, it's broken. So I can't get in touch with him. My reps are not getting in touch with their reps. So Kamala helped me fix my Gucci cup. I know you're dripping in Gucci up there, up in your room in the White House. But yes, it was crazy. I was watching the Barrymore show. I call her Barry, you know what I
Well,
mean?
yes, yes,
And I
as
just
you
put,
do.
you know, she's one day, I swear, one day she likes to pet people, I swear one day she's going to touch someone with a fake limb and it's just going to pop off. You know what I mean? She's going to
Who's to say it's not happened yet? It would have been, some things, not everything makes it to the show. I guarantee you there's a prosthetic limb or two in the cutting room somewhere that was edited out by this lady. And I'm thinking to myself, how is this so in these day and times, how is this so how does she get away with being so up close and personal with these people? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand this all the time.
I know,
Uh,
I feel like I shouldn't be watching it. You know what I mean? I feel like
it
why am I here? You
it
know?
feels like we are voyeur, something that just is not normal. And it's just like I feel like I'm watching a physical assault in progress, because I feel like if I had this behavior in going to the grocery store or to the retail, and I just started doing a Barrymore, I feel like I would leave this facility in the handcuffs, because I just don't. This just seems very invasive. Yes.
I know, I'm just so glad. Did she interview that Barry girl? Did she interview the president, Mr. Biden? I could not imagine. I don't know if she did, but I need to watch that. That would be terrible. Actually, I don't want to watch that. He would be petting
No.
her hair and she would just be pet. I don't even, they just be petting each other. Heavy
Yes,
petting. You know
it's
what I
just a
mean?
bit kitty cat, pet, pet, pet. I don't know about all this. And I know, we live in a time now that the presidential candidates, they uh, doing these talk shows are now part of the drill, because it somehow puts them in front of maybe a different audience, or it makes them more relatable somehow. So I suppose just being sit there and petting and fawning all over somebody, but to me they look terrified and uncomfortable. It
I,
just,
I It's just a shame that Ross Perot is still not alive. I think that if Ross Perot was able to be in front of an audience on Drew Barrymore's show, if he was still
Yes.
alive today, he would be the king. He'd be the king of America. You know what I
Well,
mean?
you know what happened. This poor man was doing so well, and he went to walk through the doorway, and his ears get stuck in there, and apparently nobody ever come to his rescue. They find his body like several weeks later, and his ears were just they wrapped around the door casing, and they bless his heart, right? So he was quite the live wire. Ross Perot takes me back to 1992, right? Yes, 1993. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it's just he was such a sweet little man. Little third party little man, just crazy, crazy. Yes.
I had an earectomy once. You know what I mean? Mine were floppy like Dumbo, and they took too much off, and then you couldn't hang anything. You couldn't hang a curtain, you couldn't hang a bracelet from it, and then I had to get prosthetic ears. So I hope that Barry, when I'm on her show, sometime in the near future, my people are talking to her people, that she does not caress my ears because it will fall off right on her nose and face. You know what I mean? She will have an
Yes.
ear. She'll have an ear stuck. It's very sticky. It's stuck right here. An ear.
Listen, you're going to have to forgive me, Lady V, because my cocktail is already starting to take effect, and I'm feeling a little, who am I, where am I? Because being a global girl, we don't know where we are from one time zone to the next, from one country. If not for our
Uh,
stamps, if not for being able to look at our passports and check our most recent stamp, we don't know where we are half the time. I don't think, would it?
And I just have to say, I that's fabulous, girl. That's how we roll. A little buzzed at all times. You know what I mean? But please, everybody out there, give it up to Lady M's hair right now. Look at
Yes,
the hair.
I want to
Look
let
at it.
we are also streaming on Facebook. Okay. Yes,
Oh,
we are doing multi platforms today, and most of our audience today it comes from way of Facebook. So make sure you say hello to all the Facebook
hello.
fans.
So anyway,
Hello.
Lady M's hair. I mean, everything about it. You know what I mean? She looks like a Billie Holiday with less melanin, with a dash of Diana Ross.
Well,
That
I am the biracial beauty, and people often mistake me, quite to be honest, to the whitest black woman in show business, Mariah Carey. Often they think we are the same, doing the same, and I have to always correct them. And I am not Mariah, but thank you, thank you.
you will have to show me how to whistle later. The cuckoo. I know you can. I know
Absolutely.
you can do it. I heard it before when
Well,
a rat was chasing you in the street. It scared you.
this happens every time I get how do you say I get in an up in the flying arrangements. They will give me a little first class action as a bonus, well, because of who I am and my lineage. And so I go into the all the time. It's just you will hear me all through the airport, and you'll say, oh, Lady M just got to the upgrade, and she's flying first class over there.
She's not
So,
only flying first class, she's with the captain in the cockpit.
well, because me and the captain go way back, and that you know me well enough to know that I was married to a captain for some time, and
True.
I would be lying if I did not say I did not juggle captains at one point. Being an international flight attendant in my younger years, let's just say I had my share of captains. Yeah.
You had the captain in every terminal. You know what I
Yes, I
mean?
I also back in the 70s I also had a Captain Antonil, and it was just it's just it's a perk. It's a perk, right?
If I could only just walk a day in your stilettos, I tell you
Well,
what, I would be vocal frying because I can't whistle. You know what I mean? But you do
yes.
something. You do whatever you can.
Well, I am a well varnished piece of oak, and it's just I just forgive me. I've got to take another sip. Okay.
Take a sip of honey, get a quench.
Oh.
I didn't know how dehydrated I was until I started drinking this French water. It's a little bitter actually. And I'm like, what do they put in the water in France? Uh,
Absolutely. I have to tell you, France has got probably the best water of all because we have drank water all around the world, and I've got to tell you, there's something about drinking these French waters that is got me feeling like I'm on. How did the some of the people say the cloud nine? After I take just a few sips, and I don't know what it is. That's why I like to see when you drink this water because I know you're going to be feeling good.
I know, and you know what? You really know what you're talking about because you used to be flight attendant, and you really were up in the cloud nine. You know what I mean?
Well, I even listen. I'd be lying if I said I haven't serviced nine at a time. I mean, I was a professional. I was a professional, and I was very clean about it. Very sanitary. I'm a very sanitary global girl, so I know how to handle business. I know how to service my let's just say my following, my passengers very well. Especially if they happen to be flying the plane. I just have the knack for this.
And you're
So,
really, you on it quite literally in the cockpit, but you have your hands on the control. You know what
well,
you're doing.
you
You're
know,
steering the wheel with your elbow. You're stealing. You're pressing a button with your foot. While all this
yes,
is going on, making sure the plane no crash. You know what I mean? You're so clever.
but we have to we have to use the right vernacular, the right verbiage, and it's cockpit,
Cook,
cockpit.
cook,
Yes,
cook. Okay.
cockpit. I have been in my share of cockpits. Oh my, yes, yes, yes.
Mm. Haven't we all, darling? Haven't we
Some of
all?
us more than others.
Yes,
Yes.
well, we compare later. I have a big black book, not a little one.
Oh, I've had a big black book. Ooh, you know.
No,
Oh,
no, you don't want to get canceled already now.
I got to pull it back, pull it back. This it's
Roll
like
it
a
back, roll it
it's
back.
like a true serum. Yes, it's
Because
like
you know what, really, lady, and we don't want the algorithm. I have a shirt on with the teddy bear. Says
yes.
the algorithm and his guts are hanging out. And we don't want the algorithm to punish us.
Well, tonight, I wear this sassy little cat
Woo!
suit, and I don't. I put the girls away today, but today I'm servicing body. I'm full body is what I'm servicing today.
I
Yes.
love those chains because they're multi-purpose. Do you know when you think about them?
Yes, and they're a mixture. They're a color combination of
Mm.
platinum, and 24 karat gold. It's a nice soft buttery gold.
I
This is my
love it.
preference. This is my preference,
I
and
love putting gold on everything. I like putting gold on a baked potato. I love putting gold on a goat.
the
I love
golden potato. Yes, yes. So
yeah.
listen, I'm going to go ahead and take the floor while I pour this cocktail.
So everybody, today we're going to talk about the train wreck of the Drew Barrymore and the Kamala Harris. Okay, did everyone watch this? Am I
I
alone?
think
Did anyone watch this?
if you not watch this, you live in a hole, right? What do they call they live in a spider hole, right? With Saddam Hussein, you were his roommate in a spider hole. If you've not seen Kamala Harris and Drew Barrymore, or as I say, Drew Barrymore, so there is this, right? She's going to get you
And
like
it
the boogeyman. Drew's going to get you like the boogeyman. Yes. It's,
Oh, yes, and it's not a big commitment, everyone. It's about the 40 minutes long, you know what I mean? And so, it starts out with Drew Barrymore doing her typical Drew Barrymore thing with
yes.
inching closer to Kamala,
I was just
inching
about to
closer.
say, do you notice, Lady V, do you notice, because Lady M notices, at the beginning of this segment, they start out like normal people, and with every syllable, every little conversation, she She is somehow magically like a sheriff on the or the elf on a shelf. You know this elf on a shelf. It just 1 minute it is there, and the next minute it is sitting on your goddamn headboard. This is like Drew Barrymore. She is like the elf on a shelf, and suddenly she's sitting in your lap. She's just
She,
sitting in these people's laps, like, ugh. And
she's
then
a millennial want to be, you know what I mean? And she's like also has no sense of like, self-awareness or
no,
anything. And then Kamala is just ever so lightly inching back from her. And I thought she was going to break her neck, to be honest with you.
well, you think that I was waiting for Secret Service because this woman is surrounded by all these high profile agents, and how do you somebody get so close to her? So I'm like, the Secret Service must need some training, or it just goes to show that this Drew Barrymore has some very spectacular powers to be able to get this close.
No, no, no. It's Gustav. Gustav is Gustav. Oh my God, Gustav. Okay, so one of our Secret Service agents, the main one, Gustav, gets a little loosey goosey with everybody he goes around. So he was probably in a locker somewhere or backstage in a green room, turning it white. If you know what I mean, he was probably spraying it everywhere like a garden hose.
It is
So that's
possible, or
Gustav's problem.
these Marjorie Taylor Greene could have been on the loose, and she could have been doing the devil's work, the voodoo work, and they might have had to turn focus to deal with this Marjorie Taylor Greene lady who's just all over the place wreaking havoc, and this gives Drew time to go sit on the vice president's lap and just start fondling. So we have an uproar, and it's not so much of this, but you go ahead, you go and share with the people why the world is in uproar.
So as Drew Barrymore is inching so ever closely to a very resistant and hesitant Kamala Harris that has personal boundaries, Drew Barrymore again starts just regurgitating all the lovey-dovey, oh my God, wannabe millennial stuff. And
Yes,
and in that, she's like, Kamala, I think that you should be the mamala of America. You could be
yes.
America's mom. Kamala, be America's mom, please. Can I touch your hair? Can I wear your skin? You know what I mean? She
And
wanted. Go ahead.
well, it was just so cringy, and we were all sitting there to see, well, how does Camilla respond to this? How do you get out of this? Because we've all had crazies approach us and say some silly things, and the arts is how we escape, right? How do we escape this moment or flip the script, so to speak? And I was really wanted to see, how does the most powerful lady in the world handle this crazy lady looking at her and saying, we need you to be the mother of the world. And the exact word, the terminology she used was mamala, mamala. A little backstory. Apparently that the first lady, excuse me, the first vice president there, she has stepchildren, right? In our village, we call the most powerful person the first vice president lady. Okay, we break it all down for everybody because not everybody is as bright as we are in our home villages. But at the same time. Uh, her stepchildren call her mama, and she was just sharing a small little snippet of her personal life, right? Why? Because she wants to. This is her moment to show. Look, I am relatable to you, stepmothers out there. I know the family struggle, and I know what it's like to raise another baby mama's children. I know all this stuff, but this gave license, and this gave a door open for creepy lady
I
there
know.
too.
She took it. She took it. She was like, oh my God, I think now I can also invade her mental and emotional space. You know what I mean? She was trying to invade her emotional space and mental space. She's trying to get to some. Drew Barrymore is a soul stealer. She wants to steal your soul
Yes.
slowly but surely.
See, she has often. I had two opportunities to be on the Drew Barrymore show. One of them was with you. They wanted us both to make an appearance on her show, but I was the stick in the mud. You were more for it than I was with conditions. But I said I do not have this kind of security team, and I also suffer from anxieties. And there's no way that I could possibly interact with a person like this, because the truth is, you would have to put me in a shark cage first and foremost for me to have any kind of safe interaction with somebody like this. They can't do this.
Let's be honest. One of the things that Lady M wanted in her green room was beluga caviar and American cheese, the stuff in the package. You know what
Uh,
I mean? And it was just a step too far for them, so it didn't work
You
out.
don't have to put all this out there. What will people
I'm
think?
glad.
Of course, I have my demands, and some production companies will be more than accommodating, while others is like we cannot supply this and this and this too. So we were not able to make an appearance on this particular show, but
So we went to poof. We went to poof. We're not going to do it. But Lady M, I have a question for you.
well, before you do that question,
Okay.
I just want to make it quite clear, just for shits and giggles, we are the ones who got Ellen DeGeneres canceled. That was us. We did that. You're welcome. Okay, go ahead, my love.
That Ellen DeGeneres we could do a week of content on the Ellen De topic.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But Lady
Notice she never speaks our name. She'll never say our name. She knows better. This NDA was. I dare you to say our name, Mr. Generous. This is another story, but go ahead.
Well, the radio chip, the microchip in Ellen's brain would restrict her from doing it. But that's also another story that would take a week to talk about. But anyway, Lady M, do you think the grand country of Americana needs a mother? What
No,
do you think?
no, we don't. Listen, I barely get along with my own mother half the time. You should see us driving in the car. Couldn't you imagine having a mother over the entire American community and knowing that every stepmother every mamala will have her favorites. And I assure you, I won't be one of them. And it'll just be a big pain. No, we don't need a mother to mother the motherlands. What we need is common sense in this world. And that's all we really need is just to band together with united by common sense. And anybody who's lacking this civilities and common sense, we block them out of society. We don't respond to them. We don't acknowledge them. We don't even listen. If we come across one at the intersection, we cut them off and we go in front of them. We push them back into the rocks. They have no place to go. They have no place to go. Okay.
Well, I have to carelessly disagree, okay? I think that we do need a mother. When I go out shopping and I see all the aisles locked down at Gucci, at Prada, I can't get into anything. I have to have somebody unlock a door for me. All of these fighting, toxic fish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We need a mother. Fold your socks. Go to bed. Please do not. I knew that girl was climbing up the lattice to come into your bedroom. Did you not think I knew that? I knew that, okay? Send her home.
Send this bitch
Oh,
home.
I'm
Send
sorry.
him home.
I got to share something.
You share.
Wait, no, hold
Girl,
on.
take your time.
Give
Take
me
a
space.
sip.
Give me
Take a
space.
sip.
Give
Take
me
a
space,
sip.
Lady M. Give me space. I was that girl on the lattice
Oh
coming up
no.
into the bedroom
Oh God, no.
to talk about it.
I don't. I don't want you to have a breakdown here in the full view of everybody, my love.
Bring it
Just
together. Bring it together.
bring it
Oh, bring
together
it together.
exactly because what will people think? What will you have the
One,
psychotic
two,
breakdown here
my
live
shoe.
on the air,
3,
and
four,
I
4,
know I will
4,
carry you through this, but
6. Pick up 6.
bless her, bless
Power,
her.
power, power, power.
Take the breath, take the breath, my love, take the
What?
breath.
I don't. Well, take a breath for what?
There you go. There you go. You watch it. There was nothing. There was nothing. I assure you, you were just fine. Yours, yes.
But anyway, it was just totally crazy what happened. You know what I mean? Like, I never thought I would see. I did, but I don't know why these people are going on shows like that. Like, this is what I miss in America. Okay, you have
Yes, tell us.
politicians. You have politicians, and they're on a stage. Let's talk about the debate. It's black and white. Picture it. 1975. It's black and white. Two stuffy politicians talking about
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a
life.
minute.
And then there's a rocking
No, no,
horse
no,
in
no.
the corner.
Wait, the 1975. We had color TV in 1975, but you're
I did.
talking of the black and white.
Oh, well, it could be colored, it could be black and white, it could have little lines in it. I just want I want a stale fern in the corner, and I want to not know what we're talking about. I
Yeah.
want to not know what a politician is talking about anymore. Can I just get not knowing? I'm about to go back to my village. I tell you what, I can't do this anymore. Muncie, we are in the great city of Muncie, if no one knows. Muncie. I
Yes.
love this town. I love Muncie. I love it to
They
death.
they
I
have the best they the best whorehouse in Muncie, the best whorehouse district of all time. And I've been to Amsterdam, and I used to even work on. It's a whole other story. I used to work in a whorehouse in Amsterdam. My red light was always on, because I was a hustler, baby. But they can do not compare to the whorehouses in this homeland. I have to tell
No,
you.
everyone is so friendly and they're all into sharing. Even metal needles and things, everyone just offers me things. Hey, want to go into my tent and put this substance in your eye? It will make you feel good. And I'm just like, no, that's okay. But here's a baguette. I have a baguette in my backpack. Here you go. It's
I used to,
charity, really.
when we first met, you had a baguette, and I was stuck on the layover in the Sky Lounge, and I see you over there in the corner, and you see me, and you could tell I was in distress, I was hungry, and you come over and you offer me a baguette in the Sky Lounge, and this was really the beginnings of our relationship, and here we are, like so many decades later, the stories that we have to tell one another.
I
Yes,
saw you in the Sky Lounge, and it was like you had all of these stewardess around you trying to
yes.
vie for your attention, but you were glowing. And I tell you, everyone, she was
Well, I had
stacked.
just serviced six captains 20 minutes previous, so of course
She
I was
was
glowing. But I was
stacked with
hungry. I had
Tiffany.
I had really worked up an appetite, and you come through for me. Thank you.
You did, girl, and you were stacked with Tiffany's right up to your elbow, from your wrist to your elbow. And I was like,
Yes.
I need to meet this girl. So I took the baguette that I was eating on my table and I smacked those stewardess away and I was like, hello. And you were like, hi. And the rest is
Hi. Right? It was I spoke almost perfect English that day upon our greeting. Right? I was just learning how to speak the English language, and I managed to say hi to you.
right.
Right?
I could cry. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Cry again. But but anyway, it was a chance meeting, and here we are. And and here's the thing: I was like, is she dressed like a stewardess? But she has stacked up to her elbow and Tiffany's, just all of
Life
them.
was good. Life
And I
was
was like,
good.
maybe this is what is in fashion. So I dressed like a stewardess for at least 6 months.
Well, that's how you almost got this job on Southwest Airlines. And luckily, I was there to say, I think we might be able to do just a little bit better. But, you very much look the part. I said, we have to raise the game, my lady V, because we cannot have you recruited by Southwest. What will be next, Spirit? This can no, we are transatlantic girls. We
I,
don't do domestic flights. Thank you.
I was going to, if I got that job, I had decided I didn't need a job. Having a job is to me is just like a fun hobby, something interesting. But if I got that job at Southwest, I had decided something.
Yes.
Stroop waffle cookies for everybody. I
Oh,
was going to take
yes.
all of them for free.
This
Libre
I love
Stroop
so
waffles.
much. Do
Libre.
you know? You should. Have you ever heard of the Hampton Inn? The Hampton Inn is it's a place that I would never stay, but I've got downtrodden friends and associates from time to time, and they stay at the Hampton Inn, and they serve chocolate chip cookies to their guests each and every time, and one bottle of water. And I thought that for the poor people, for the downtrodden, I think this is a wonderful touch because I think every human being should be entitled to at least one cookie in their stay. If nothing else, to give them a nice cookie. Yes.
How do you like them cookies, right? It's
How
the
do you
cookies
like
for
those
charity.
cookies?
Yes, how do you like those cookies? Sorry, American is my third language. Second, I don't even know anymore. There's so many languages piled up on each other. But yes, everyone is to enjoy the sweet morsels, like they enjoy
Yes.
us. They enjoy
Well,
us.
And we've been so fortunate to meet, let's just say, the right people in this world to really elevate us, to the higher echelons of life, so to speak. Because it could have very easily been, without our style, our sass, our style, our willingness, our eagerness, our zest for life, we could have very well, we could have been, we may have never left our village, and we'd be stuck to be being a vet slash a doctor for the village people and animals. But we had this inner fight to get out and live the best life we could make for ourselves. So we're very proud. We're very proud ladies. Yes.
From veterinarian assistant to heiress. You know what I mean? It's just it was our pipeline.
Yeah.
From here to there. I
Now
wonder, we talk about pipelines, and Drew Barrymore had a pipeline to success as well. And I have to wonder if she ever would have been successful on her own. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I think I'm glad you bring this up because I think about I'd love to see people's evolution to where they are today. So I remember this girl in the ET with the extraterrestrial, right? And then I remember her big debut in this movie, Firestarter, where she just looks at things and all of a sudden the fire just catches and rages. And I'm thinking this is a gift. I wish sometimes this I could have played this part because some parts I think are just right for me. And I thought, my goodness, I wish I could have had this part where I just stand there and look at things and things just ignite into big balls of flame. But between ET burning things up with her vision, and then now she's got her whole, she was a Charlie's Angel. I think she was a Charlie's Angel some time ago.
We
And
were.
yes, and I'm like, I do think maybe we could have done it. We could have, so I do think that some of these roles that I think she stole some of these opportunities from us, to be honest with you.
Let's be honest about something.
Yes.
If Drew Barrymore didn't show both her kahunas on that damn television show, what was it? What television show? She would not be anywhere. I'm telling you, your lisp, "How's it, daddy? How's everyone doing?" is only good. Is only good when you are a child. "Hi, E.T. How's it doing?" When you get older, that's not going to do much. You're going to have dental work done and everything else. I think she was going to be classified as a Corey Feldman, but because of her nepotism, although I don't know if Corey is nepotism, baby, she rose above, and then she showed her kahunas on that damn night show. And ever since then, it was all about Drew Barrymore. All you got to do is dye your hair platinum blonde and show your kahunas, apparently.
Well, I think she had a little secret to some success too. A little spice come a little later in life too, and I believe that spice. Are you ready for me? Because now I knew this. I know this intimately and personally is Tom Green. Now I too used to. Well, I had an affair with Tom Green. Nothing I'm overly proud of. It was a low point in my life, but he definitely brings the spice and seasoning, and I think he helped her career more than she will ever give him credit for. Would you agree with this summation?
Is it true that Tom Green only has one chipmunk nut? He only has
Listen,
one nut.
now, when I was with Tom Green, I'm gonna be honest with you. He had both of his bowls, okay, both of his bowls, because I took inventory. When I'm with a gentleman, I discreetly like to take inventory on their bowl sack and their measurements, and because I take
Yes,
notes for
yes.
future,
Mhm.
But he had two bowls, and he had a slight curve to the left of his, well, his manhood, and this was a little challenging in a couple a particular position that I enjoyed. It was really challenging to, but that was a whole nother thing. It
You
wasn't until later that he apparently lost one of his bulls, so, but they were both there when I was with him, I must say.
Let's not be honest, Lady M. You were the one who was inspecting them, you know what I mean, in there. And you were the one that felt the lump. You know what I mean? In your
Well,
inspection, you're buffing and waxing, wax
there
on,
is
wax off, wax on, wax off. You felt the lump
there
and you
is this
inspected them.
possibility I may have looked up at him at one point and say, "Hey, what is this?" what is this I feel? But I just continue to serve because like I said, I'm a professional service woman, and I just wanted to take care of business. But I may have looked up into him and say, what is this down here? I feel there's something abnormal, but it was not enough to prevent me from the service. I did not
Oh,
have to abort the mission.
oh no, never. And Lady M and I, we stayed at a Holiday Inn, so we can do anything. I'm telling you anything. Inspector Balzac, smack your grandmother. I'll do anything, especially for money.
Absolutely.
Yes.
you know and when it comes to, let's just back to Kamala Harris, and her she is the most powerful woman in the world, who I believe too can probably do almost anything, and proven even further that she was able to keep her composure through this assault from Drew Barrymore, and just continue to be professional in the moment. And this says a lot about her, because I so many other people would have cracked under pressure. Let's be honest. This is in the interview with a one-on-one interview with Drew Barrymore. It is definitely, I say, worse than waterboarding. So I think perhaps if we need to get secrets from opposition or Russian militants or whatever, I think we should sit them on the couch with Drew Barrymore. I bet they
Oh,
just spill their guts and spill to make it stop.
Lady M. Okay, we do a little cosplay right now. You be Kamala Harris and I be Drew Barrymore, okay?
Okay,
And
let's
so
just see
hold
how
on.
this.
So because I pick you because you're according to ancestry, you're 2% anyway.
Yes,
Two
I am the
percent
that's I am the biracial beauty.
Yes. Well, I wonder what Kamala did right after that they said cut to commercial. If you were Kamala Harris, you tell me what you would do.
Well, instantly she has to turn to her team, because everybody is already aware that here is the thing. They basically compared this renowned accomplished woman. They compare her to the syrup lady, the Aunt Jemima. They compare her to the maid in the Gone with the Wind. I don't know nothing about birthing no babies. So all of these black women that were had big bosoms, and they were very mother like, to take care of all the children, white children for the most part, right? And this is the vibe that was going there. When you talk to a modern day accomplished black woman, you don't the last thing you should be thinking is, I want you to be the baby mama for the entire Americas, because it's insulting. It's demeaning, even though Drew did not mean, which is so often the case. Ignorance is ignorance, and it's everywhere, and it broadcasts on national TV daily. Ignorance. She did not mean anything. It was a complete ignorance. But
No, it's who she is. She wants to wear your skin. But I
yes.
also feel like Drew is kind of like the safe space of the television sphere. She's like the Taylor Swift of the daytime television. You know what I mean? Trying to speaking through the millennials' hearts, and apparently the millennials are just cannibals. You
Well,
know.
it seemed like she got worse with this after she goes so close to being canceled. Do you remember when the writers' strike and everybody and this crazy bitch just, well, I'm going live. I'm just going live, and my people, we're going live in the middle of a writer's strike and all this. She was so finally almost canceled, and if not for her, if not for her being the whitest woman currently on the television, I do believe that she would have been canceled. Yes.
I was at that meeting that she had with her staff before she announced it, and she just was like, "Hi, everybody. I just want to be famous, more famous, and I want to sell air fryers. So we're
Well,
gonna continue to go live. We're
I
just gonna
think what
continue to do it.
it's
What do you
called
think?"
relevance, right? Because she's always going to be famous. But I mean, her co-star was ET, right? She's always going to be famous. But it's how relevance is very intoxicating, and this is what drives her, just to be relevant. Just like you see all these people on the TikTok, they're all thriving, and every day they get up to see, what can I do to become relevant today? Everybody wants to be us.
I know.
uh, and but we've paid our dues, and we've we've been all around the globe over and over again, and we have partied and dated some of the what you've dated a prince, right?
I
Prince,
did. I did. I
you
can't
know.
talk about it. I signed an NDA. Very small
Yeah,
country though, size of
you know,
neighborhood.
he was an octopus, but still he was a
Ah, you,
prince. He was royalty.
Lady M. Now I'm going to get a cease and desist. I love my cease and desist, by the way. I keep a scrapbook full of all of them. I love to look at them, but now it's actually, oh, great. It's coming in on my fax machine right
Yes.
now.
See,
There's a
I've
cease
always
and
envied.
desist.
I've been with many, but
Oh,
I've never
God.
been
Oh,
with the
my God.
octopus before, or as you say, octopi. I've never been with these, but they're very intelligent, and this is what attracts me to these. I can see why you would be attracted, beside the obvious, but they're very intelligent beings with very intelligent minds. So I can understand what
The
the allure
issue
would be.
Here's the issue. I get at least 8 of them because oh my God, every time he sends too many because he keeps each little arm of his, he keeps pressing, go, 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 because he has 8 of them. And now I'm going to get the 8 of the same ones. And it's just, you know what I mean? His dexterity is not good. That's one of the reasons I couldn't date him.
Yeah,
I wanted to date an octopus. I'll be honest, because I was thinking so many arms, the
yeah, well,
possibilities are endless. You know what I mean?
yes.
But
And they have,
reality,
they've got a very talent for getting in and out of all the right nooks and crannies, and they're very detail oriented. On that
yeah,
note, let me remind everybody over on Facebook and the YouTube, wherever you may be viewing tonight, if you are enjoying, hello, and welcome to Trans Global Girls. If you're enjoying, you may see that we have our Venmo. Lady M has her own Venmo, and Lady V has her Venmo. You'll see it right there under our beautiful faces. So if you'd like to tip, if you'd like to send a little something, please, it's always welcome to keep the lifestyle going, so that we can comment our travels and share the stories with you and all of the good times yet to come ahead. Okay, thank you.
thank you so much, everybody. So overarching all of this, I don't really hate Drew Barrymore. I could care less. But overarching, I'm seeing this mound build, this nebulous build of like boss babe culture gone wrong. You know
Well,
what
it
I
is
mean? They
definitely
they
going
they
wrong.
they're looking, they're trying to shoot the boss babe. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And then they forgot to pull the trigger or they shoot off the camera. You know what I mean? And it's boss babe culture gone awry and wrong, and you see it over and over and over again. Look at Bethany Frankel, for heaven's sake. That woman, Bethany
Well,
Frankel, she is a mess from here to kingdom come. I tell you what.
this is somebody that makes my skin crawl, and we'll have to, we're going to save her for a whole nother conversation. I think it's just,
That's
you
fine.
know,
That's fine. I just had to
you
say
and
it.
I, we have run into her more than
Oh
once,
my God.
and I can't think of one time that it's been a pleasant experience for me. I mean, obviously, it was completely her pleasure, but I never had held her in that kind of regard. I mean, like, you know,
I
the,
wanted to come out with a brand and she blocked me, called Fat Girl. Okay?
well,
That's what I wanted. Fat Girl. Everything has lard in it. Everything is 1,000 calories. Fat Girl. Own your curves, girls. Own your fat.
yes, I mean, I think we would eat much more popcorn if it said, fatty corn, just
I
fatty
know.
corn.
I know.
And it's almost giving permission to the fatties, because, again, I'm not, I have serviced my share of fatties in my life, and it is a struggle. The struggle is real, but, I would be, who am I to say I cannot service the fatties,
It's just
So
more to love. It's just more to love, you
it
know?
is. It is. And they tend to have a little bit more, how do we say, perks, more gifts, more better taste qualities, when they're giving me my gifts.
I
So
know.
there
All
is
the
this.
smells, all the smells. You know what I mean?
Oh, the
Oh, they
odors.
love it. It's
Yeah.
an aphrodisiac, to be honest.
Yes.
Oh my God. Wow. I just looked at the clock, the international one. And I had to pick which one was our clock. We're Eastern Standard. Remember, every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will
Yes.
be coming to give our fruits. Our fruits are ready to pick. And so we're coming to you to give fruits. But we are. bordering around an hour, which is our target. Lady M and I, we have such a busy lifestyle. I have to be in that coffin. I had
Yes,
to be in that coffin at least 12
yes.
hours a day.
All
I got
I
to go.
could dedicate is an hour. It is rare that I can go beyond an hour. I'm lucky if I can make it to 1 hour, but I am giving my best. I penciled out 57 minutes tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm. You have a lot of things to get to. Now you don't take the flights, but you oversee the flights. And so now you have a pick of the litter of all the captains. That's a busy lifestyle, you know?
It is. And the way that we're handing out captain's licenses these days, because of all these budget airlines, they it's everywhere I turn around there's a captain. So now I have to ask, well, what exactly are you flying? What plane are you flying? What airline are you with? It used to be I did not have to get, deep. I didn't have to dig down like this before, but I cannot be seen with just any captain, because again, I'm a transatlantic girl, and
Lady M, I just have to say, you got to leave the captains alone a little bit because the Boeing planes are falling apart. You know
well,
what I
yeah, I
Is
take
that because
partial
of you? Did you do that?
responsibility. I take partial responsibility because I am a distraction for these people. And I do the best I can. Most of them stay airborne. So I don't. What you complain about? Most of them stay airborne. So I'm good with this. I'm good with this. I will not
Yeah.
change who I am or my behaviors.
Never. Don't change your I know that we sometimes disagree, Lady M, but I have to say you are my family and friend. And I love you to the end of the world, okay?
Yes,
You
and
know, we
I
have to bring it around. We have to bring it around. We have to have a dog a Don Saget moment on a Full House, you know. We all bringing it around. This is all family. Everyone watching. You could be a hater, a lover, whatever you want to be. We're bringing it around now. We're bringing that we're
absolutely.
at the close.
We,
We all a
and
family. You know what I mean?
and
Even
quality, we bring quality in the content and all of the good stuff for the people. This is one of the good things about being us, just one of many, is that we're able to share these moments with people. And it's to be able to have our own channel, our own broadcast here. It's we get to put out what we want to put out, when we want to put it out, what we want to share, when we want to share. And it becomes our calling card. So as opportunities come in, some of our opportunities would be solo, but we try to do as much as we possibly can together because we find that we play well together, and our viewers love us together. You would agree with this? Yes.
I just got the facts. I
Oh,
just got the
what
facts
is
from
on this
Kamala
fact?
Harris. It's from Kamala Harris.
Is she watching? Is
She
she
is
watching?
watching. And she said, it just says three words. Three words. I ran away. I ran
Oh,
away. That's what she
wait.
did after the episode. She ran away. Thank you, Kamala,
There you
Mamala.
go. I'm so glad. I had a feeling that she may be watching because we did send a link to her people.
We did.
And I know that she's a very busy person as well. But hello, Kamala. Hello. We
How you
love you.
doing,
We love your
Kamala?
bravery. We love the way that you handled Drew Barrymore. And you should not have to be the mama love for the entire American people.
Just
So
tell us to fold our socks. You know what I mean? And
yes,
fluency. Go to school. You know,
well,
I'm fine with that. Other than that, let the chaos bleed into the streets. It's what entertains us at the end of the day. Let's be
and
honest. Are
I
you being
don't
honest?
I don't wear these socks. I don't. There's just something about they take away the femininity of my ankles. I like the softness, the suppleness of my ankle and my skin. There's
I like
something
a
about a
tube sock
sock.
that goes up my legs and all over my body. You know what I mean? But that's just me. I like a tube sock that goes up to about here.
Oh no, go! Oh my goodness, yes. Well, I guess that's going to be all purpose, and you are often see. I prefer the southern climate, and you are often in that northern climate, so I can understand where that would
But
come
let's
into
be honest,
play.
you're in southern Muncie and I'm in northern Muncie, and so Indiana. So it is a temperature change. You know what I mean? Southern Muncie, Indiana, and northern Muncie, Indiana happens to be a big difference in temperature. I didn't know
Yes.
that. We live there.
There's so much. There's just so much. Okay, my love, what do you think? Do you think we could we should just go ahead and bring this first episode to a close? I think
I
we're
think it,
we're
I
coming up on an hour, and uh I do see some calls, some messages coming in for me that I must attend to. So yeah, did you have a good time? I had a wonderful time. Thank you for everybody over there on Facebook watching tonight. As we call it, the Facebook Live and our YouTube crew. Don't forget to share out our channel. And there's so much more to come every Thursday at 9 o'clock. For the foreseeable future, as long as we're able to do it. Okay. All right. Lady V. Listen, I'll let you take it out. You could go ahead and take it
It
out.
was a pleasure to see everyone. I love you more than I love my prize goat back in my village, and that is a lot. So thank you, and please tune in every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. Watch it on the replay. And don't forget, Trans Global Girls Forever!
Trans global girls. She's a trans global